This video is sponsored by dvcreservations.com. It is 54 degrees at Epcot today. We chose Epcot today because recently the walls have come down, and so a whole new world has been revealed on the inside of those walls.
Vivian's all disappointed because there's nothing here.
To be honest, I don't really know what I expect.
He's not impressed, but I mean, no surprise there. Nothing really impresses him.
Also, Moana's Journey of Water opened not all that long ago, and we actually came like a couple weeks too early for that last time. So we're gonna check that out today as well and see if that's something. There's some interactive elements that maybe the kids will enjoy, so we'll get it from Vivian's perspective.
Even there's a thing that came in the movie.
Then we'll just watch Pierce's reaction. But I think it's gonna cause us some problems the rest of the day for now. And this is probably the earliest that we have arrived at Epcot in a really long time, because we live about 2 hours away. So we usually don't make an effort to get to Disney World pretty early, but it only opened like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ago. So we're kind of navigating that. But the story on that is that Luminous also just opened, and that's going to be at the end of the day. I'm so tired.
I know, we're too old for this.
It's only 6:30.
It feels like 12:30 in the morning.
We have 3 more hours before the fireworks.
I ain't gonna make it, y'all.
We're gonna
I'm
die.
not.
We're gonna try to make it that far, but it's only like 7:30, so we have 2 more hours before Luminous. And kind of my preliminary thoughts on Luminous as well is that I'm not exactly sure that I think it's gonna be anything special or spectacular in any way. But at least with our expectations set so low, we're not likely to be disappointed. Okay, so I made a mistake. Okay, we're all checked in and we're off. This video is sponsored by dvcreservations.com. dvcreservations.com offers easy on-site rentals to all the Disney Vacation Club resorts at a steep discount. If you are a Disney Vacation Club owner, list your DVC points painlessly in seconds while choosing your own price. The website features an interactive availability calendar and multiple tools to help you easily book your Disney vacation. The team at dvcreservations.com is always excited to make the magic for you. To explore.
It is cold here for us today. So for reference, it's usually in the 70s in the wintertime where we are in Florida. Today it's like in the low 50s, so we are freezing. But I will say it's better than it being 100 degrees. So we'll take the chain. Are you warm?
Yeah.
Yay, have you got your jacket on? You ready?
Yeah.
So Vivian's ditched her jacket, but Pierce still ain't having it.
Me too.
When we walked in, I said, "All right, Vivian, here it is." And Vivian said,
So where is it?
it was like she was expecting an attraction or something.
It's so much more open. I love it. It looks like a completely different park without all the walls. Like I would not recognize this if I just walked in and I didn't know this was Epcot. It looks so different.
There's a big long line for the Walt statue though.
Vivian's all disappointed because there's nothing here. I told her that's the point. The whole point is that there's nothing here now. I like it. I like how open it feels now. Hey Pierce, how do you feel about the walls being down? Yeah, that's what I thought. He's not impressed, but I mean, no surprise there. Nothing really impresses him. Other than food. That does impress him, but that's it.
All right, one more section we're gonna check out over here is that there are some seating areas and some charging stations. And I just wanna see like, you know, how many USB ports and power outlets there are. Our kids are not excited about this, but we are. Okay, so these benches have power outlets next to them and USB chargers.
Love the new seating areas. These are so nice. And love that there are trees at each seating area, because in the summertime it gets so hot. There's hardly any shade at Epcot, so I think these are a great addition.
And then these tables all have USB chargers as well. And there are a couple of places to charge your phones here. Well, I'm glad that this area adds some much needed seating and some charging, because that has always been an issue to me and almost all of the Disney parks. There's just one more section of this area that we haven't checked out yet. It's kind of in between some other trees over here. We'll check this out and then go check out the Journey of Water, since we haven't gotten to do that yet. It looks like that they're just doing a character meet and greet over here. I don't know if that's what consistently is going to happen in this space, but we're just going to line up and see Pluto anyway.
He's not going to bite you. He's nice.
Pierce is always very skeptical about meeting new people. It's probably a good quality in life, to be honest. We are still on our way to go see the Moana Journey of Water, but on the way we saw the Jammers, which is always fun. And then the children specifically requested to be able to have some time on the playground, so we figure we can grant that request.
All right, we're gonna go check out the new Moana thing, and I'm so excited.
All right, this one is about the rain, where the water cycle begins. It's born as drops of water high in the sky. Rain falls from the clouds to the earth. It renews everything it touches.
So far, Pierce is a huge fan because he loves water and puddles and making a huge mess. So he's happy in the new Moana thing.
This will be really great during the summertime.
Oh yes.
But I think it's going to cause us some problems the rest of the day for now. Yeah, they're getting a little wet. Traveling together as rain runs over the ground, that trickles of water come together to make a new stream. Here they can stand and wave at the water and make it do what they want it to do. They can kind of conduct their own water stream. Next, the wetland is formed, building community, slowing down as it leaves the hills. Our stream spreads out and soaks the soil. Wow, look, there's a wetland over there.
Pierce is so fascinated. He loves all of this.
According to this, the wetland becomes a spring, and then dry land is shaped by the water. And finally, there's a lake and a river. Just kidding, that wasn't the final part. The final part is the ocean. Over here, some giant waves look like the crashing of the ocean.
I got a little wet.
You stand right over here where that. There you go.
That was awesome. Even there's a thing that came in the movie.
She loved making the waves. All the interactive elements were really, really exciting for her age group. And for those of you who don't know, Vivian is 5. All right, now it's lunchtime, so we're gonna head off to Sunshine Seasons and eat some, hopefully some healthier options. Are you mad because you're hungry?
Eat.
right, we had a great lunch. I got the poke tuna noodle salad.
I got the shrimp stir fry with the fried rice.
Vivian and Pierce shared a kid's meal. They had the pepperoni roll. And now we're headed off to Living with the Land.
Of all the forces at work, control costs and reduce some other spices.
That was a big morning and lunch has been completed and we've done a couple of things. So now it's time to head back for nap time in the van. And then, because if we don't do that, then we won't make it to Luminous. It's just me and Elena, much less the kids. Alright, well Piercy didn't really take a very long nap in the van, and already he's been a little bit fussy on the tram, and Luminous doesn't show until 9:30 tonight, so we're just gonna see how things go. We want to say we're pretty committed to, you know, finishing exploring all of the new things at Epcot, but I don't know, we'll see, because, you know, a defiant 2-year-old is kind of... Vivian had to stop for more jameters. We stopped by the Canada Pavilion for some maple popcorn because, of course, and now it's time for us to go around and look for some Christmas merriment and to ride a few rides before dinner.
I think Papa Noel has something good for me this year. You guys know who that is, right? Well, you guys may know him as Santa Claus. But whether you call him Santa Claus or Papa Noel, before he visits, it's time for La Réveillon.
So we're trying to look for some Christmas stuff that we can do, but we went from the Canadian Pavilion over to the English Pavilion, and there was another concert that was taking place there, but it was like British rock music and it was way too loud for our kids' ears, so we exited from there. But just before they started playing the music though, Father Christmas was there, and we hopped in line to see him, but they cut off the line at the family like directly in front of us and told us that we couldn't, and he walked away. It was really weird, so I'm sure there's some explanation for that. And then we're in France right now and we're looking for Père Noel, and we don't see him anywhere, so I'm not really sure, but it's almost dinner time, so we'll see what happens. There is a Christmas bell over here, but the line to see her is very, very long.
Some people call me Santa, but here in France, je suis le Père Noël.
Père Noel appeared.
Father Christmas, I am the good spirit of the season.
We got to learn all about the French customs for Christmas, and now we're headed over to the Morocco Pavilion. Halfway between France and Morocco is a display where we can learn about Hanukkah. And as a side note, this is what your toddler would rather be doing at any given moment. We have plenty of videos of Vivian walking along the curbing that surrounds flower beds at plenty of other destinations all around Florida.
Ago in the land of Jerusalem, and there was a temple. Now, to the Jewish people, it was the holy temple. This was a sacred place of worship. It was, well, I wish I could describe it to you, but I can't, because it was desecrated. Quickly now, stand together, brothers. We cannot let the temple fall. They are coming. They are coming. They are here. The Maccabees met the enemy army and they fought. The temple is on fire. Douse the flames and save the scriptures. Now when the smoke cleared, all that was left were the Maccabees. They had done it. They had driven out the enemy army. But the temple was not left unscathed. Various holy items were stolen. Idols were placed on the altar. Vandals destroyed what once was sacred. We must cleanse the temple. Bring me the menorah. Oil burned for 8 days, long enough to cleanse the temple and to get more blessed oil. When we celebrate Hanukkah, we remember the bravery of the Maccabees and the miracle that happened so long ago. Yes, I have a little
Dreidel.
I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then
Dreidel.
I shall play. Oh,
Dreidel.
I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then
Dreidel.
I shall play. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Well, now that we have learned all about Hanukkah, it is time for us to eat dinner. And ironically enough, we're actually going to go to the American Adventure Pavilion and have barbecue. But we're going to eat beef, so...
Thank you, neighbor.
So now we wait for the fireworks. We went to a few more Christmas shows.
To wish everyone a Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
But there's still so much time before the fireworks display this evening. So
He's rather handsome, don't you think? Like it?
So we're just hanging out, and now the kids are going to take some time to enjoy the drums and the bongos at the African outpost. I'm so tired.
I know, we're too old for this.
It's only 6:30.
It feels like 12:30 in the morning.
We have 3 more hours before the fireworks.
I ain't gonna make it, y'all.
I'm gonna
I'm
die.
not.
It is about 20 minutes before the next Christmas cultural presentation thing in Norway. So we're trying to decide how we're gonna fill our time, but there's only a 5-minute wait for the Grand Fiesta tour according to the app. So we're gonna see if we can scurry over here and do the Grand Fiesta tour and make it over to learn about the mischievous barn Santa. This is so exciting. We're gonna walk right on. Although I don't know what we're gonna do with all this extra time though, because the mischievous barn Santa thing is at 7:10, and then Luminous is still not until 9:30.
I am the legendary Barn Santa! Here in Norway, they call me Fjos Nisse. You see, sometimes people, they can't see me, so they don't think I exist. I see you too. Here in Norway at this time of year, we say God Jul. So on the count of 3, I'll say God Jul, all right? Yeah, 2, 3. God Jul! Yes! Well,
Okay, we have been trying to figure out how to pass the time, but we finally did the last cultural Christmas experience thing for the day. But it's only like 7:30, so we have 2 more hours before Luminous. I just so happened to see somebody else that we can meet, and the line wasn't even all that long. So I'm really excited. I told Vivian that there's somebody who wants to meet her.
I'm thinking it's Sky. Yeah.
Okay, so I made a mistake, but we're gonna go ride the Nemo ride to make up for it.
So much to discover.
All right, Nemo for the win, and now we have an hour and a half before Luminous. I think they can spend most of the time in here. Thankfully, there's a free play space after the Nemo ride, and our kids can keep themselves occupied in here for a long time. Pierce is a little afraid of the sharks, so we're gonna head up to the aquarium.
They're ugly.
Pierce had so much fun exploring the aquarium. We want to go to Turtle Talk now, but it's so much chaos in here. It feels so late. I'm so tired. I don't know what's going on. I have to go find Vivian. It's still just 8:17 p.m. Man, how did we become these people?
Hey, Molly, too. We have some humans in the human tank.
We talked with Crush, and now it's just a little past 8:30. So we're back up looking at the tank again. Maybe we'll make it to Luminous. I'm so hungry, but we've already spent all of our money. So I guess we just wait. It's 8:45. We're gonna start making our way over to the World Showcase Lagoon to try to watch Luminous. So anyway, but the kids, they're especially wired up, which means that they're gonna crash when we get in the van. We have found our spot and only 30 more minutes to go before the show. I think we can do it. To be honest, I'm kind of the opinion that they could have kept that one show with the giant globe in the middle of the thing. It seems like everything since then has just been some sort of a giant mistake. So we'll see what everything is like this evening.
Bienvenue. Marhaba.
Yokoso.
Welcome.
Benvenuti. Willkommen. Karibu.
So actually that was pretty cool. I think it was probably better than the former Reflections of Earth, because it used to be you couldn't really even see the globe out in the water. But whatever they're doing with those giant fountains in the middle, they're definitely, the streams of water are going high enough that you can see them from all around the World Showcase Lagoon. So I think that's kind of the highlight. And it's definitely better than that weird thing they had going on with the barges that had the arms swirling around. That was really strange.
In the great symphony of us.